Hello, gorgeous soul. Let's check in with Spirit and get your energies for today. If you hear a lot of noise, that's my cats. They're busy playing ball with each other, so they're running around the house making a lot of noise, and they might come barging in here. So let's start with your overall energy here. Looks like you have the High Priestess. So feeling very intuitive at this time. Maybe having some downloads coming in from Spirit. But very in touch with your intuition. You got your third eye fully open here. Maybe you're doing a lot of meditating or just pausing in the stillness so you can hear Spirit talk to you. Let's check your underlying. So you have the Ace of Swords, and this card is always my divinely guided idea given to you from Spirit. So these two cards definitely are going together. You're getting a great idea. Something is coming in from the divine, and it's either you're going to be doing a new hobby or starting a new business, or maybe moving, but some divinely guided idea is coming into your consciousness at this time. All right, let's check your bottom row here. Speaking of moving, wow. All right, so we have the Chariot. So very, very fast movement, maybe actual physical moving to a new location or moving jobs. And then we have this Two of Pentacles here, doing a lot of juggling. And if you're having a super fast move, there's a lot to juggle, like whether you're moving jobs or moving homes or switching businesses or whatever kind of major moves that you are making. With this Chariot energy, there's just a lot of things you need to keep in motion. You know, you have all these moving parts that you're just really focused on taking care of. And then we have this Star energy. So this is a wish fulfillment energy, also very healing energy with this Star. And it looks like she is roping this idea and pulling it down to the earth. So this is a full-on manifestation here of whatever you've been working on here. Totally manifested. All right, and then we have the Judgment, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. So this Judgment card is kind of like my glow up card, because look at how joyful and open your spirit is here. So your spirit is coming out, and you are just being like, if I could sing, I'd sing, but I am not a choir of angels. So, but that is the energy that I'm getting, is that you're just having all this joy radiate out of you. And that's kind of a little bit of what the Queen of Cups is also doing. You see how their arms are kind of back, and their heart space is wide open. So your heart space is wide open here, especially with this Queen of Cups in the center of your spread. But you do have this Eight of Cups, so you are walking away from something. And since you're on this mission to move forward so boldly, there is probably something that you are leaving behind here. But I don't think you're too broken up about it. You're very, very grounded in this decision with the bare feet here. Very grounded. All right. Then we have the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Moon. Very interesting, very interesting. So with all of this joy and movement, and maybe this has something to do with walking away from something here, but you're not seeing your gift. You're not seeing this gift that is being given to you from the divine. You're really focused on probably whatever you walked away from here, because you're just like sadly looking in this direction and you're not realizing all of this beauty and magic that is being handed to you. So maybe you want to take a little bit of time to really appreciate some of the connections that you have in your life with this Six of Cups. And it's typically nostalgia or like somebody coming to you from the past. But what I'm just seeing is like you've really grown along this path, and your loyal companions have grown with you, whether they're pets or people, but you've all grown together. So if you're leaving something behind, you totally can feel that emotion, right? You shouldn't just ignore the fact that you had to walk away from something. It's very good for you to work through any grief or sadness or melancholy, because you're really in the depths of your emotions with this Moon card. You are fully feeling your emotions at this time. And you should, but then you shouldn't stay in that energy, right? You have all these blessings. You're really making good forward movement. So feel the feelings and let them work through you so you can move forward in a positive fashion and be very happy with where you're going here. All right, let's grab an oracle card for you and see what else Spirit has. Let's see, what else do we have, Spirit? Okay, that popped out right away. So we have mother and daughter. Mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, and nurturing self-worth. So I am really feeling a family dynamic here of maybe somebody has grown out of the nest and you're not quite ready to let them go. Or it's time for you to leave the nest and there's just a little bit of hesitation here with moving on. And that could be like also if you're older and you're, retirement age and now it's time for you to go out and, move somewhere and just live an easier life, and your kids are staying, back in where they grew up. Those are difficult challenges, but eventually it'll all work itself out. And then we have the Grail Fairy, fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. And so that is, all of that is a life cycle. You birth, you grow together, you nurture them along their path, or they're nurturing you along your path. And then there's like this growth, and then eventually somebody grows up and moves away, or, life changes. There's a big transformation and somebody, takes a bold step in a different direction. But also with some of you may actually be pregnant at this time with the mother and daughter and the Grail Fairy, with the fertility there. So some of you may be pregnant or nurturing a new idea. So maybe what you're birthing is this new idea, this new plan, a new business, a new venture. And it's going to take you far. You're going far. So those are your messages. I hope that helped. If it did, please do leave me a comment. Thank you so much for being here. May you be blessed and stay sovereign.